#Repodcast Mkabri Chicago is my name. Sub to YouTube. Follow right here on Instagram and let's brew this honey together. So, following everything that has been unraveling with Homeboys Radio, Mfalme, Neville, and Shaffie Weru, when Homeboys issued an apology letter, the presenters themselves, or the ex-presenters, issued an apology letter. Then, it moved from just that to now them saying, okay, we've suspended them. Now, I have news for every one of you who actually thinks for you sitting there and you're thinking for a minute that social media got these people fired. Oh my God. I got news for you. Listen, if this thing was just to end, the court of public opinion was to have this thing in their hands and no sponsor would have pulled out. And sponsors pull out not because of anything, not because it was Shaffie, because it was Neville, not because it was Mfalme, but because corporates do not like controversy surrounding their brands. They like it when they advertise with you or when you endorse or when you push their brands, regardless of whatever the corporates are advocating for. They would want something or someone who is not controversial, okay? So that's why you say if you decide to take this route, you have to be ready to suffer without corporate money because it is what it is. So what happened? Immediately after EABL pulled up and they said, okay, we've halted, they didn't withdraw, but said that we've halted advertising on the Radio Africa group, all these different radios that are under it. We've halted, and for now, we're not going to be running the advertisements because of A, B, C, and D reasons. That is when Radio Africa group, I think they hit panic mode because in marketing, there's something known as the bandwagon ripple effect. And it's the same thing with social media. When someone says, you know what, cancel, report the person, let them be shadow banned, we're going to report you, I don't know, so that your account is what, that is what we mean when we talk about the bandwagon ripple effect. So pretty much, long story short, hey guys, if you like my nails, I got them done at Zalux Pala because I was ready. So I got my nails, if you like my nails, I got them done at Zalux Pala because I was ready for Costo, but yeah, story for another day, let's focus. And that plus my underarm. All of that. Really good customer service. Shout out to you, Zalux. Love it. Love it. I look like a brand new girl. So, anyway, listen. As I'm saying, the bandwagon ripple effect, where one corporate has noticed that, if EABL has pulled down sponsorship, and us guys continue, having our ads run, how will this look for us? So that is what Radio Africa Group clicked. And they were like, we would rather sacrifice 3 than sacrifice billions of shillings. Because we never know if EABL have pulled out and right now we are living in very tough economic times. We would rather fire these guys than have our necks on the line. So that is why they were aced. And then now on Twitter, there's this whole thing of hashtag boycott EABL. The truth of the matter is, yes, you're going to say that, but really, there are people who have no idea what is happening. So, and then guys now are endorsing Keroche, and they're like, you see, we would rather endorse a brand that is 100% Kenyan, a brand that is really not trying to put themselves in this. And then immediately after that, CA, which is the Communications Authority of Kenya, came out and they made this statement and they were like, so we're going to suspend that show for the next 6 months until they prove that they're worthy. We want their people to go for intense training, and then on top of that, you're going to be fined 1 million Kenya shillings. Then every presenter needs to be vetted and they need to be accredited under the Media Council of Kenya. So everybody needs that, but it's just like, fine, hold up. So if this conversation, let me ask you guys of CA, if this conversation was not put on social media, are we going to sit here and act like these guys have been, the conversations that have been going on radio for a long time have been the most sweetest? Because we all know that unfortunately that is what guys out here want to consume. It's sex. It's boyfriend, girlfriend. It's an issue of toxic masculinity, feminism. It's these things of what? These talk points of girls are loose. Oh no, men are the losers. Girls should give money. Men And because that's what brings stock points. So when these guys sat and they came up with the whole content calendar thing to discuss the show, because this is what happens, show prep, and you decide today we are going to discuss Eunice. I'm sure the producer was amped and was like, yes, that sounds like a good topic of discussion, do it. Only up until the corporates start pulling out and then people panic. So I can tell you for free, if the corporates, if EABL, I'm sure, which is probably a chief corporate sponsor, had not pulled out or had not said that I want to pause the advertisements on all the Radio Africa, on Radio Africa group, this is where it would have ended. They would have got the 2-week suspension and then they would have come back to work because they apologized. And Homeboy's Radio apologized. And everybody else apologized. Why do you think people like Akina Andrew Kibe pulled out? Or Akina Andrew Kibe went like, man, like, let me just go start my own thing. Because they knew that at some point someone will catch up with them and they'll probably be censored or they'll be embarrassed. Like how Shaffie Weru now has been embarrassed.